Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to Don't Argue Podcast. Hope you're well. If you're new, hey, grab a seat, chill, relax, subscribe, subscribe. Here I am. I'm going to be talking about this preliminary game this Friday between the Cats and the Lions. Ironically, I've named it the Feline Battle, as we all know. Who's the real king of the jungle, I suppose. But in this game here, hey, it's anyone's game. But look and say that before I get into it, hit that intro. All right, guys, here it is. Right, the Cats against the Lions. Now, the last time these two teams played was the April 8th, 2022. Obviously, Cats winning by 10 points, 80-70. There. Look, this game here for mine, it's as simple as this. Right, my philosophy is that when it comes to prelims, I don't believe in underdogs and I don't believe in strong teams or weak teams. Reality is, when it comes to prelim, it is what it is. I believe all teams are even. That's it. Now, coming into this game here. We all know the noise has been, definitely the hype has been more on the Cats, especially as we look into the Lions, who I think a lot of people are saying that they've sort of, achieved well, obviously beating the Tigers in a very tight contest by 2 points, then dominating the ex, should I say, premiership winners in Melbourne, and then now they look on the door here, where the Cats are staring down at them. And this game here for mine just screams rumble. As to who wins this one here, hey, let me explain and let me give you guys my thoughts on it. So first and foremost, we all know the Cats are they've been a strong team this year, right? Finishing first in the ladder. They've been a team that's been able to get the job done, particularly midway through the season, heading into the ladder. And ultimately, in my own opinion, they've just got a very strong, solid midfield. A very strong midfield and a team that I think can tear anyone apart, quite literally. However, you look at the Lions, and although you can sort of say that their last game against Melbourne before this game here in round 23 was probably the catalyst for potentially a first-round exit, they basically knocked everything back there by beating the Tigers. Now, if there's one thing I know about the Lions is that they've shown that they actually have a bit of heart and grit in the last sort of, when things are... When teams are pushing, I've noticed particularly in the Tigers and Melbourne, they seem to find this extra, second win, particularly in the, latter stages or even in the second half, for example, like against Melbourne, where things just click from, right? Where things are just happening and they just seem to be the better team. Now, again, you've got a team in the Cats that are very solid. Now, remember their game against Collingwood where they won just by 6 points in a very tight affair. Now, you sort of look in this game here, and my philosophy still obviously is in this, but you sort of look at the Lions and you think, well, could it be an easier prey, so to speak? And yes, I'm throwing in the puns there, but I just don't think it is. I think the Lions will be able to roar back, again, another pun, and will the Cats still be able to, scratch back? Okay, I'll stop now. But you get what I mean. There's just, in my own opinion, I just think that this game here is going to be a lot tougher than what we think. Now, do we see a 40-point blowout? I don't think so. I think this will be a very tight contested game. However, for me, where the perhaps mitigating factor lies for me, in regards to a positive upswing for the Cats is, like I mentioned, their midfield. I just think for mine, they've got a very strong midfield that will be able to handle whatever it is that the Lions throw at them. Now, granted, the Lions should be able to get all their players back. We all know Barry. And I just want to quickly touch on that. I'm actually happy that Barry got off personally. From what I saw in the replay, Oliver had his elbow, basically firmly on Barry's throat. And if you're in that position there in which Barry was, on the floor, you're going to be struggling to do everything. And on top of that as well, I don't think it was as intentional as it looked. If you slow things down, you're always going to find the little bits and pieces there. But I reckon in fast play, I don't think it was. Yeah. Look. Anyway, that's where Woody sort of lay. Anyway, so yeah, just back to this game here as well. If I look at this ultimately closely, it may come down to the midfield battle, and that's where I probably lay. Now, it's easier for a lot of people, me and myself, just to say that the Cats will win, but I think they'll win specifically because of the midfield battle. Now, in saying that, disclaimer. That doesn't mean that I'm confident they'll win per se. It just means I'm tipping them. So yes, surprise out of the bag. I'm tipping the Cats to win this game here, but I do expect a lot of. Well, look, it's I suppose the youth and exuberance that the Lions sort of bring at times, right? Now Danaher should be playing as well, so that'll be interesting. But obviously for the Cats as well, they're well rested. They've been able to train, watch, observe, and I'm sure they've got a plan to counteract whatever it is the Lions do. Because again, hey, 2 weeks in a row, the opposition teams against the Lions have not been able to nullify what it is that makes them sort of crack and click. And again, do we sort of see that sort of replay again against the Cats? I don't know, and I just don't think so. But for mine, I'm going to be leaning towards the Cats here. Look out for the likes of Charlie Cameron, obviously, Hipwell, you know what I mean, Danaher, obviously, Lockie Neal. I mean, I can keep going, but you guys understand, right? A very, very strong team nonetheless. As for the Cats, well, hey, Selwood, Dangerfield, right? Graham Myers, right? Blitzfars, sorry, I don't know how to pronounce his name properly, but you get what I mean. It's for me, I'm going to start with the Cats here to win this feline battle, but I'm saying that anything can happen. However, what are your thoughts? Anyway, take it easy. See you guys next time. And if you want your team to win, what do you have to do? Don't argue.